What's going on, guys? This is Joe here from DJ NBA Talk, and if you are into the NBA, I'm sure you heard of the epic collapse of the Houston Rockets against the Celtics last night. They blew a 26-point lead, which was the biggest lead blown this far in the NBA season. So, epic collapse, and of course, the superstar James Harden also played a big role in that. I think you have seen the 2 offensive fouls that he got charged for. Of course, very smart by one man whose name is Marcus Smart. I was very proud for Marcus Smart and also very disappointed in James Harden. And that event that took place yesterday, the epic collapse and especially the 2 offensive fouls, got me thinking, because I'm sure you also remember the 2012 choke job by James Harden. But of course, at that time he was the 6th man of the Thunder, and he by far did not have as much pressure and expectation on his shoulders as he does right now. So I'm going to put things into perspective. I looked up the stats of every playoff series of the Houston Rockets starting from 2013, and I looked at every series in which they got eliminated from the playoffs. So 2013 until 2017, I looked at all the series where the Houston Rockets got eliminated and also the series prior to that. So basically all the games that really matter and count. So games where you have to perform in order for your team to succeed and proceed in the playoffs, in which you're a superstar like James Harden should of course play his A game in order for your team or his team to win. Now let's jump right back to 2012, where the OKC Thunder, the very young OKC team, faced the Miami Heat in the finals. James Harden averaged in this series 12.4 points, 5 rebounds, and around 4 assists on 37.5% field goal percentage, and also only 32% from the 3-point line. So of course his numbers dropped significantly, which was the reason a lot of people criticized him, because prior to that, in the series before against the Spurs, he played extremely well. So of course a lot of people were unhappy with his performance in the finals. But since the NBA finals in 2012, of course, he became a star, and eventually now he's a superstar with the Houston Rockets, and he's made the playoffs in every single year. So now I looked at the stats, and I'm going to show you them on the screen right now. His averages from 2013 to 2017 in every of the series in the playoffs in which they got eliminated, and also the series prior to elimination. And his stats are 27.3 points, almost 6 rebounds, 7 assists, which are great numbers, very solid. But now let's look at the field goal percentage: 40.9 points, 3-point percentage, 32.5 points, and also 4.8 turnovers. Now I also compared the averages in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and turnovers from the regular season 2013-2017 to his playoff averages, and there we can see that all of his percentages dropped down significantly. Not significantly, but 3% is significant if you consider that, of course, you would expect your players or stars, especially superstars, to perform better in the playoffs when it really matters. Except for the 2015 series against the Golden State Warriors, where he averaged 46.7% from the floor and 42.9% from the 3. He was pretty much garbage. And except for that series, he never averaged better than 41.4% from the field in the playoffs. So I think you now have seen that James Harden is not really the best in the playoffs, or does not perform his best in the playoffs, which of course relates to the title of this video. James Harden is a choker. And I think that there is some meaning to it. Not only some, but he is proving more and more now, as we see in this regular season, and I think we will also see the same thing happening in this year's playoffs. And that brings me to the one thing that really makes me consider James Harden as a choker, and that is his lack of energy, or his lack of trying basically when it really matters. And he has displayed that in a couple of games, plenty of games. And there were some epic breakdowns as well, like in 2015, the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors in Game 5. He shot 2 for 11 and had 13 turnovers, so more turnovers than field goal attempts. Then in 2017 in Game 6 versus the Spurs, so also elimination game, 2 of 11. 6 turnovers, and the problem here is you can have a bad night shooting the ball like you did against the Celtics, so I don't really have a problem with that. But if you're the superstar of your team and just seem to disappear completely, that just can't happen. That's the last thing I want from a superstar, to just become passive. I think James Harden is lacking exactly that, this killer instinct. When things matter most, he just seems to disappear, and that can happen. So I think his choke job against the Spurs in this year's playoffs showed not only the media but also us fans that James Harden might just not be the type of clutch player like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. I mean, LeBron is starting to develop that, but James Harden has yet to show that he can perform when the lights are the brightest and when his team needs him the most. So that was basically all of the points and arguments that I have for James Harden being a choker. I want to know your opinion. Comment down in the comment section. Now, to end this video off, I want to show you the post-game interview from James Harden after the loss against the Celtics from yesterday, because I think it clearly shows and highlights the mental things that make James Harden a choker, or you could call it choker. But it certainly shows that he does not have the mentality of a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, or these greats who really performed when the lights were brightest. And then I'm also going to show you a post-game interview from Kobe Bryant, in which I think you will see and notice the comparison in just the mental attitude after a loss between Kobe Bryant and James Harden. And I think that just shows you the mental or differences in mental game, and the things that make superstars and really great players who perform when the lights are brightest, between James Harden, who has yet to show this ability. So enjoy the 2 interviews. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment your opinion down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
I just like the sound of it.
Today they played better than us. You know, they made 23 pointers, 21 3-pointers, something like that. They played lights out. Started the game, I felt like we were okay. You know, they jumped out on us in the second quarter, and you know, they just made 3 after 3 after 3, and we can never get back in it. You got to put the credit in the right place, which is in the Mavs locker room. They played extremely well. I mean, you know, they executed extremely well. Their spacing was excellent. They shot the ball extremely well, and you know, their depth hurt us. Every night was another player stepping up and performing and making big plays. You know, the credit, you know, belongs with them.
Does it matter how you lose a series, or only that you lose?
No, it doesn't matter. Losing is losing. Different degrees of it, but the result is the same. So it doesn't matter. You go to Game 7, you lose in Game 7. It sucks just the same.